We are not at the top yet, Robbie. This is coming to the steep part of the climb. This is where it's going to hurt. Pozzovivo's gone. Richie Porte is leading them up. And now a move by Sky as well as the Kieran Thomas tries to go. It's nowhere. Henao is trying to come through on the right as well. And they're beginning to go away. And I'm afraid that Jay McCarthy has found this little lift of speed a bit too high.
Well, this is the steepest part of the climb. We saw in the background Rowan Dennis in trouble. Richie Porte is on the front driving the pace. Rowan Dennis unable to follow on that steep part. Looking back,
Jay
there's
McCarthy's
Dennis.
going as well, though. Jay McCarthy has slipped off the back of that group. Rowan Dennis, he's got to find some kind of a rhythm right now.
It's the speed they've hit the climb at. They've had to chase back out of trouble. But you know, McCarthy is just about hanging in there in that ochre jersey. That's what happens when you pull a leader's jersey on in one of the biggest races in the world. But Richie Porte, the man we thought may not have the form, has been absolutely superb. Look at this.
He's putting Simon Gerrans into difficulty. You can see the rider from Orica Greenridge has slipped off by a metre, by 2 metres. He's come round the steepest part of the gradient in that corner now, and he's got to do something very special if he's going to make the junction before they get to the top of this climb.
Well, they've just got to get by this steepest part of the climb. They're through those hardest hairpins. Richie Porte's been doing all the damage. Pozzovivo up there with Sergio, and now the Colombian from Team Sky. Gerrans knows this climb very well. He's ridden at tempo he can handle. He's just got to limit his losses on the steep part, wait for the climb to ease off a little bit, and then try and pull into that big gear. With Simon Gerrans making his way back towards that front four is Jay McCarthy. So they're ridden a very good and very intelligent climb as the rider from Cannondale now going on the attack, trying to keep that pace high and get rid of Gerrans and McCarthy.
Well, Henao is there, and there's a bit of a surprise. I'm not sure, but this could be Alberto Bettiol who's made the move here for Cannondale. I've not seen him before. And there's still Richie Porte's finding the legs to hang on. Where we've seen this, we expected a little bit of an attack for number 32, which is Henao, and he's moving it now. And in fact, the other rider is Michael Woods here, the Canadian star on Cannondale, who's come really to the fore, who's decided to go. He won the best climbers in the world, and he's locked in. This race is full of surprises.
Now look at the Colombian now taking over the pacemaking at the front in the black and blue jersey of Team Sky. These are big gaps starting to appear, and the thing about this climb, Phil, is once you go over the top, it's as if you're dropping off the edge of the world. You plummet down into the outskirts of Campbelltown for the finish, and at 5.7 kilometres to go to the finish, it's going to take them less than 6 minutes to get down there. The gaps are now seriously starting to appear. The 200 metres from the top of the climb.
As we head up towards the points, the winner of the climb is also going to be the next leader in the Subaru King of the Mountains, and a nice orderly crowd watching what has been an incredible climb up here, and it's going to surprise us all. Michael Woods of Canada on his first ride for Cannondale is bringing up Henao towards the top. Henao is going to get the points, is he, as he comes around the corner? He'll be the next leader in the Subaru King of the Mountains. Now, Robbie, it's the descent.
Well, it's all about the descent, and it's not an overly technical descent, but when you're at the heart rate these guys will be at, 190 beats a minute, Pozzovivo over the top, Richie Porte